in our studio, we literally have a half a wall of yoga blocks. And the kids will work with the yoga blocks in warm-up. They also wear ankle weights, the competitive kids. So by the time you're 10, you're wearing 2.5 pound ankle weights on each leg for your warm-up. We use TheraBands, the ballet bands, which are amazing. We have a stretch wall. All these things have come about as time has gone on, and we did our first competition, our very first time out this year, and at the end when I was thanking the judges for the weekend, they said, how many hours of rhythmic gymnastics a week do your kids do? I went, we don't do rhythmic gymnastics. He goes, oh, come on. They have to do rhythmic gymnastics. To be built like that and that flexible, you have to be doing. We're arguing with them going, no. And I go, okay, Dana, what are we doing different that appears like that now? And that's what it is. It's the conditioning. It's the constant conditioning, and those yoga blocks working on overstretch, those weights working on strength, core strength. It's amazing. You lie a child on the ground who's made, a 12-year-old with reasonable muscle tone, and you put 2.5 pound ankle weights on each ankle, and you ask them to leg raise their legs. A lot of kids can't do it. They don't have the core strength. Well, you're going to see that in everything they do, right? So it's such an important part. That warm-up and conditioning, if I have one thing to say about training an all-around dancer, conditioning, warm-up, constant. Don't let them skim it. And when, Dana's a big one, when they're warming up and conditioning, that you're only as good as the warm-up you do. We'll say that just as they're starting. I want to see 310%. You're only as good a dancer as the warm-up you do. So let's see what your warm-up looks like. Set up your schedule and your year. I would say it's how we set up our schedule and how we set up our year. So at the beginning of the year, when they first start, we all do a lot of conditioning again. And I have a few guest teachers come in just for it to be exciting. And there's a few conventions in Toronto in the first part of the year, so it's great. And I think most places have some conventions and stuff at the beginning of the year, and we encourage them to do that. So we got them already excited, already pumped to do what they're gonna do. But the scheduling, I make sure that those high school kids, the older kids, don't dance more than 3 times throughout the week. So my advanced kids, my kids training 12, 14 hours a week, are doing that in 3 nights. So that at least gives them the other 4 nights to catch up. Then Sundays kick in and the world changes. But during that beginning part of the year, it's not ridiculously heavy. We try to keep that under control. And then throughout the year, making sure you have times where they're not just running this choreo over and over and over 100 times. We'll pull on the video from the last competition when they come back in. So if you've done a weekend comp, the next day, we're pulling up the video and showing them what they look like at comp. Right? And talking to them about that. So there's a constant feeling of wanting to improve because they can see it. And although they're tired, they can see it. And again, you're taking time out of class. So it's not quite the same burnout. Once the last comp's done in May, we give them a break. Tons of guest teachers. Tons of different types of classes to do before we come back to it before nationals.